Hi. Hey guys, welcome. Welcome to Rick's class today. All right. Thinking we're talking about the Tower of Babel. All right. Yeah, I'm skipping around a lot, but I'm the only guy doing this, so who cares? What I would like to share with you today, class, is touching base on our Bible and recognizing, the inside from the outside. Now we know that the outside is the word, what we are seeing, which is called the letter. So when we read the book like this, we do have a certain interpretation that we have to go by, and that is by what we see. And of course, in the story with the Tower of Babel, there's these people have just come out of, these are the descendants of Noah and stuff like that, and they're they're on their way from the top of the mountain. All these things, everyone is coming from the east. They're coming and going, they're going south. Well, they're going any direction that you actually care to go in, but they're going out of where they used to be. And so all the people at that particular time, this is all one language and one mind. Well, this when they started going down and this was the land that they were go to inhabit. You'll have to recognize that this is basically about the mind. And the story about the Tower of Babel is what the outside people build in order to reach God. And so what they do is they take things that are man-made against things that are, natural. So this is where you get this idea of brick. Brick is a man-made thing where they were going to fire it up, heat it up, and build this tower so that they can talk to God. And of course, there's always a tower in these stories. There's always like the watchtower, and this is this idea of it's a meditation term, but it's not. It's usually a part of a walk or something like that. And this is usually there's someone standing there at this gate, not letting nobody in. But that's again, if we were going to put skin on this business. Basically, what it is, it's about how do you communicate with God, and the Bible is about our mind. It's not about anything that you could think of otherwise on our ground out there. There was no real Tower of Babel, all right? Because what that actually is talking about is how do we communicate with God? And God has thrown a loop in here and says, you're not going to come up here. You're not coming up and taking up. No, you guys are on your own. There's only one of your bunch that I like. And that was his buddy Moses. But they tell stories. This is around the 10th or 11th chapter in Genesis, when all this starts to come about. So it's still early in things. So it's talking about our mind, and it's talking about look at what these guys are doing. And they're all one language. All right. So this is about your spirituality. This is how they were going to go about doing it. And so they came from a place where, it was the pineal gland, the stone. We have Peter right there, Petra. He's an outside, symbol for, the pineal gland, right? And remember, his brother is Judas Iscariot, the one that betrays Jesus. So these are all people within Jesus. These are all the people, but they're pictured as because there's a spiritual thing. Anyhow, the Tower of Babel is this idea of how to communicate with God. And what do we get out of this? All right. And it's symbolism. Everyone thinks this is where the world gets all its different languages. That's a bunch of crap. First off, nobody are descendants. Is this where all the Chinese people come from? It's Noah's family and all the black people and everybody and all the Hispanics. They all come birthed out of this guy, this one white man, and his family. Bullshit. That's crazy. All right. And it doesn't have anything to do with language on earth. All right. It's just the way it's written. But you'll see that what it means is God is giving us, we're going to substitute superstition, for knowledge of God. And, like I'm giving you all the knowledge on spirituality. I'm giving to you right now. It takes the fear and stuff out of things, like the superstitious side of things. So look, we get, it's all about, let's see, we have bricks for stone, so they're in place of stone. You're going to get superstition. You're going to get garbage, and slime. Slime is a craft. This is, it's this, oh, Jesus, come bring into this wafer so we can then eat and share God. That's crazy shit, that's divinations and divining and all that stuff, it's superstitious stuff. All right, this is what you're going to be getting in replace of me, and this is how you get the idea of the whore, the bitch. It's all the same thing. This Bible is not talking about anything else on earth except your mind, and that you have been given away to the lower side of things. All of this, all you people thinking that, oh, there's giants in the world and Noah's Ark and all that crap, it's Tower of the Babel, and then that's you're being drug along the top of the Bible the way God told you to be done. That's the way it is, One day you sons of bitches will wake up and find out that you've been doing the wrong thing. And it's all this idea is that you were giving this. This is what man makes, the brick, but you're not doing anything that's natural. All right. In the same way with the story of the cupbearer and the what's the other guy, the baker. One is what you make up on your own, and the other one is a natural thing. The stone. The idea is the story of the cupbearer winds up, like I've said 1,000 times. If I've said it once, it's a natural thing that comes up from earth. It's the vine that comes up out of earth, and it bears this beautiful fruit. And at the same time, it's your own hand coming up there, squeezing what's inside the grape out, the spirit, and handing that in a cup to God, to your servant. So anyways, this is the idea that for any further experiences are to be gathered through superstition and craft before higher qualities are evolved. So it's also representing the works. All of these stories have got to match. There's nothing that's not going to be in some kind of sequence with how we are with our minds. Right now, we've learned that a good number of us out here, a good number of all of us out here are given without. This is it. It's showing you right here. This is because we've been given crap in order to, do what it is that we got to do. All right. And that's really cool. That's some really cool shit. All right. But you just have to remember it's about confusion and disharmony. And so that's this idea of being scattered. You've been split in half. You've got only one mind. And it's this homogenesis business where you're feeding off of your own. It's a lower conscious thing that's feeding off of itself. And religion is this thing, and this is that homosexual part of because you're laying with womankind, you're laying with mankind like you should be laying with womankind, right? That's all move. But that's what we're stuck on. That's what people on this whole earth that are representing God and worshiping Jesus are this homo part of the text, because it's serving itself. All right. Where, you would think that, hey, Rick, you're serving yourself. You got Jesus and God, and you said, no, I'm not serving. I'm serving them. It's just not the same thing, you guys. It just isn't. So anyhow, confusion and disharmony. Remember, the third kingdom looks like a leopard, and leopard is spots. It's meant to be confused. This is the lower side of this business, where you're just not going to get it. Just not going to get it. And it's meant to be this way. So God comes down, and He says, "Let's fix this." You'll never be able to get up here. You're on your own, kids. Boom. And nothing but confusion from this point on. And I would tell you that you could listen to any preacher out there that says that the Christ Church, is that whatever it is, has always been in some kind of uproar. Never has anyone in this business. That's why there's over 5,000 different ways for them to preach and teach the Bible. That's a whole mess of different ways. But all they need to know is just one. But I'll tell you, this is showing you that even within this business of religion, they don't know. It's never been settled. Never, never, never. Here we go. It's because of this confusion and disharmony. And it's only because it's their journey from the east. He was just setting you up, you guys, Remember, the Jewish people don't even go into the promised land because they sent some people up there and checked it out, and they got a bad remark from it. They're afraid to go over there and stuff like that. So it says, fine. So everyone settled on the left-hand side of things. So it's really beautiful. And so I just wanted to throw this in here, give you a little more knowledge, and you'll find that, that should set you free. There isn't anything about this business here that represents things that happen on earth, especially the idea of languages. Languages in this business is about how we communicate with God. And for a good long time, we've been given bricks, slime to hold it all together. And we just never get anything. Once you find out that you're looking for the stone, you're looking for a stone, and you're looking for love to hold it all together. The truth. Love you guys. I'll see you later.